Okay, and it's the next day, and so I wanted to show you how I put this flower together. Like I said, we need to have on our for our templates, we need 6 small petals, 8 of them, 6 inches, um, in at the widest point of the petal, and the medium we need 12, and this is 7 inches, and like I said, the width of the petal, and then 6 large of 8 inch. So, and then I need my glue gun, and I've got a bone folder, and that's going to um, that'll help with curling the petals. I wanted to tell you I used that paper that has like the shiny side, and so I'll have my petals facing up when I do this, so you'll be able to see that real slight glimmer. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is put the other two sizes to the side, and let's see, we've got 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so the first one we want to do is we want to glue the base or the bud of the flower. What we're going to do is place a little bit of glue right here and glue it opposite. Okay, and then we are going to do the same. Oops. Okay, and lay that on top of that. And then, of course, then this last one we'll do here. Okay. A little too much glue, but that's okay. Lay that down. Okay. And what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and do that to the other 4 of the small. Oh, got some glue webs here. Okay. I'm going to do the same with this other 4. And is that showing? Okay. Just a little bit of glue. Do that one that way. And then more glue that way. And that way. Okay, now what you want to do, I'm going to set this one aside for a minute, and we're going to make the bud of the flower. Okay, and so, okay, sorry about that. My cat wanted to come in, so let him in. Okay, and what we're going to do is I'm going to start with the petals that laid on the bottom. That'll make it a lot easier to handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this one up, and I'm going to kind of encircle it quite a bit. It's tight, pretty tight. Oops. Okay, and I'm going to put a little dab of glue right here. Where'd you go, kitty? Oh, there you are. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to go to the opposite petal, and I will go around it again, go around that one. It might be easier to handle if you kind of roll these a little bit. It'll actually make it easier to work with. So let me do that. I'm just kind of doing like you would like a ribbon. I'm going to do all of the petals. Roll them up. Okay. And then this last one, it just makes it easier to work with on this part right here. Okay. Okay, that'll be good. Okay, so then I go back and I'm going to take the one across from it and I'm going to wrap that. Okay, and then kind of get it where you want it to like be not tightly around it, so you're kind of leaving a little space. And then I'm going to glue that. Well, let me go ahead and glue this, put some glue on that, and then go ahead okay. And then I'm going to do the same with these. So you see, you're just kind of starting out that bud. Okay. So let me put a little glue on this. Okay. And then we'll do this one the same way. And that's okay if it's kind of off-centered, if it's not evenly around the whole thing, because flowers aren't perfect. So add a little glue to that. Okay. And then that will be our core of our flower. Okay, and so it's going to end up looking like this. Okay, and now we're going to take our other 4 small petals, and I'm going to go ahead and curl those before I get started. Whoops. Okay. I did these, yeah, I did this right, okay. And I'm going to curl them. Actually, this paper's not as thick as the first flower I made, and so actually it doesn't feel like it curls as easily, which was strange. Okay, one more. And this time what we're going to do, okay, this time what we're going to do is once we have them curled, I'm going to turn this upside down, okay, and I'm going to glue this in the middle. Let me do that. Right in the middle, okay. All right, now what you're going to do is you're going to start making your outside petals, and the way you do that is you take one of the petals, and I'm going to start, like I said, the petals that were kind of like on the beginning of putting these four together, just because it just gives me a little bit more stability. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put like my pointer finger here in the middle, and then my middle finger, my thumb on the back side. And what you want to do is you want to kind of crease it. Okay, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit of glue just down here at the bottom base of the petal. Okay, and with the paper like that, what you're going to do is you're going to attach it to your bud. Okay. And then you're going to go to the petal across. And do the same thing. First I'm going to make a little crease. Little glue. And do the same. Okay, so it looks like that. And then we're going to, holding that for just a second. Okay, then we're going to start working these two petals, and you'll do the same thing. Okay, I'm gonna make a crease. Okay, and put a little glue. Okay, and let me show, then on this I will attach it like here and over here. Okay, and then on this side, make that crease. A little bit of glue. And then I'm going to hold it here. See, I've got kind of a crease going down here. And also, if you get like a fold in it, you can always stick your finger down in there and open it up again to make it more centered. Okay, now, so that's what it looks like so far. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our, see, we have 12 of the middle size, and I'm going to glue them together like I did. I'll take 4 at a time, and I will glue them together like I did those, so I'll be right back. Okay, what I did is I went ahead and put all of them together, so now I have 3 sets of 4, and the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move these out of the way. Okay. Now when we get to this point where we're at with the medium petals, we're going to turn, I've already went ahead and curled all these. So you can also, if you don't have a bone folder, I mean, you can use anything. You could use a ruler. You could take like say a pencil and roll them, you know, whatever you have. There's a lot of things you can do. But when we get to this point, we're with the middle-sized flower or petals. We're going to work with them upside down. Okay, and so I'm going to glue my middle part of my rose onto the center. Okay. And now, what you want to do is you want to start, like I'm going to start with this side and this, or well, I'll start out with this one, and because you want it to be opposite of the last petals that you put on there. So I will, okay, I'm sorry, I was wondering what that noise, but I guess somebody's shooting practice or something. Anyways, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on this side of the rose, and a little glue. Pinch this up so you get a crease, and I think these are the, yeah. Actually, no. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to come back to the other side. I got that a little bit off. Okay, and with a little glue, pinch it up, and go down to the base. And hold that for just a minute. Okay, and then I'll come over to my other sides and do the same. Whoops. Let me go ahead and get that, and then I'll punch it back up there. Okay. Okay, and then go to this petal. It stopped raining, and so it's been beautiful all day. It's kind of cool and kind of windy, but it's the sun's out, the sky's blue, so we're happy. Okay. Oops. I don't think I put enough glue on that one side of that petal. Let me put a little bit more glue. Stick that down. Okay, and then we'll go to this other side. I'm go ahead and kind of make a fold before I put the glue on. Okay, and then glue. These bigger leaves need a little bit more glue. Okay, and kind of that up. Like I said, if you don't have a perfect symmetrical to each side, that is perfectly fine. Like I said, roses are not perfect. So, okay. And then I'm going to take my next set, and I'll turn it upside down so the curls are on the bottom. But on this time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to not set it straight down. I'm not going to set it straight down like that, like squarely. I'm going to kind of off-center it, so it'll be more like that. Okay. Okay, so let me do that. Okay, and see, now I started, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to start, I think at this point, it doesn't matter where you start. because you're kind of, you're not, you know, square. So let me get a little bit of glue. And it's a little bit awkward holding this and putting it together, but it just feels, the more you do it, the more comfortable it feels in your hand. Okay, now once you pick the petal you're going to do, you always want to go to the one opposite side it. So I can make my crease to get it started, and then I'll put my glue. I bought me two different glue guns, but this is my old one, and I just love this thing. So keep going back to it. So I pinched it up, and so I get kind of a layering effect. My cat hurt his foot. I'm not sure how that happened, but he's been limping, and I felt it. It's not broken, but he's laying down here on my carpet. Okay, and then we'll do the same with, let me get another glue stick. Okay, and so, okay, and okay, and pinch it up. Okay, and then we'll go to the other side. And glue it. Pinch it up. Oops, I want to make sure I get this so it's not. Well, okay. Now I have to put some more glue on it. I just was struggling with that just for a second. So let me. Okay, now. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we're ready for our third set of petals, and we are going to go back to the original things, layering of it. So what I'm going to do is make sure my petals are curled under, so I'll flip that over and do it again to where it's kind of not offset, not square. So I'm going to go back to that. So let me put some glue down and center that. Okay. Okay, and so now we're going to attach these in the same way. And it's really starting to form now. let me start doing that. Glue stick. A little bit hot on the fingers. You've got to be careful anytime you work with glue stick or hot glue. Because I have been burnt many times. Okay. Alright, now I'll go to the opposite side. Okay. And you just keep going around. Alright, let me finish this up, and then I'm going to go ahead and, with my large petals, I'll make 2 sets and come back. So I'll be right back. Okay, for the largest petals, I went ahead and I glued 4 of them together. Now you can do this, or you can put them on individually, whichever you prefer, but I went ahead and glued 4 of them together. And again, I'm going to off-center them. Kind of just give them different places. Well, actually, no, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put it on there squarely. So I'll do that. Okay. All right. And then I'll do what I've been doing with my petals curled under. Go ahead and, I got a little cream in my hand, okay. Okay, and let me go ahead and start gluing these on. Now these are the large ones, and there's 6 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 4 of them, these 4, and then I'm going to do the last 2 just on their own. And I'm doing these like a little bit flatter so they lay out just a little bit more than the other ones. I'm not going to have, so they're kind of look like it's really bloomed. Stick my, okay. Now I'm going to go back to this. Okay. I'm on the opposite petal. I really like this paper because it has this glimmer to it. A real subtle. Okay. Move over to these other 2. I'm making these, I'm going to make it a wall thing for our baby shower that we're having next month. So once I get all the decorations up, I want to make a short video and kind of show you how I put together the decoration for the shower. So excited about having another little girl. Okay, I've got 2 left that are separate, and I'm just going to kind of just put those in a couple different places. So let me do that. I'm going to glue it to the bottom first. And I'm going to go ahead and just glue it like this, I think. And then while I'm down here, I'm going to go ahead and glue this other one, this last one on there. And lay it down. Now if you accidentally glue some on with the curls up instead of facing downward, you can always recurl them the other way, so that's not a problem. Okay, let's finish this up. Well, I need a little bit more glue over here. And I'm going to make some smaller ones and some different types of flowers. But like I said, you can find all these templates on Google, so that came in really handy. Okay, one more petal. Hold that up for just a second. And you can also, they also have templates. Oh, it's getting hot. Let me do this. They also have templates for leaves. So you could actually, which I'm going to do is cut out some leaves on some kind of dark green paper and kind of put those in here. But here is the rose. Whoops, I got one petal came loose. Let's hold this together. Here we go. Thank you much for watching, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really enjoy making these. Like I said, they're kind of awkward, but there's my rose. Thank you for watching, and you can add as much on here as little. So thank you. I will see you soon. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Y'all are great.